Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, so that's why we're doing 2 videos in a row. Okay, so this first video is gonna be about Malum. It's kind of like a police officer lady in this cult-like movie, I guess. It just came out March 31st, so I went to go watch it. So now we're gonna do a review on it. I hope you guys like it. Okay, so I have some notes here, so if you see me looking down, that's why. Okay, so first of all, in the beginning, it starts very fast. So like immediately stuff start to happen. So it's very fast paced. I really loved that about the movie. It was so good. It was like a cult type of movie throughout the entire thing. So like everything was like about the cult and demons, right? And then the main character's dad kills coworker cops because apparently the dad is a cop. And come to find out it had to do with the cult in the first place. It was so good. And that was like the beginning of where it all started. Like that is why the movie, went so fast, because it started off with him killing people like right away. And then the cult leader dies in the old police station, haunting the station, which is where the station was at, where that guy, the main character's dad, kills the coworkers. So after he raided the cult, which was the leader, and then his like minions apparently, he raided them. They sent him to the station. The cult leader, John is his name. They lock him up in holding, and then they were all congratulating him, and then boom, he kills coworkers, and then boom, he kills himself. It was just like, whoa. But then come to find out it had to do with the cult like the whole time. So yeah, that's that. So then the cult leader John dies in the station in holding because he just killed himself, like hung himself, I guess. And then then now like the police station is like haunted. So like it's all like messed up and nobody's really working there anymore. So then boom, the main character's dad, his daughter, which is the main character, her name is Jessica. She wants to be a police officer as well. So she's following in her dad's steps, blah, blah, blah. So now she's like, oh, I'm going to be a police officer for the first time. Let me go into the station where my dad worked at for my first shift. And it's night shift as well. So she goes, and then on her way there, there's like the new station, which is not the station that she's going to where her dad worked. That's the old station. And so she goes there, and then she like sees them. They're like raiding more of the cult people. And then she goes to the station, and then like there's like so much like plot twist allusions that are in the station while like she's working there. It's like this happens, but then it's not really happening. And it's just like so crazy, right? So fast forward in the movie, Jessica finds out that the mom gave up Jessica to the cult leader John a long time ago when she was a baby. Then the mom is like, yeah, we're going to get rescued by your dad. He's going to find us. He ends up finding them, getting them out of there. And eventually John finds them again. So that's why he kills the main character, Jessica's dad. And then now he's like coming for her, because like he already knew like what she was going to do in the first place, right? So I thought that was crazy. I was like no way, right? So I seen that, and then fast forward, there's like so many jump scares. Oh my god. It's just like so crazy. It was so good though. Like I feel like that for this movie like made it really, really good. Since it was like a cult like demon like movie, and like very evil, it just makes you feel uncomfortable like the entire time. And I feel like that's why it was such a good movie in the first place. It had so much stuff going on. Like, it was like you just kept wanting to see more, or you wanted to not look, but the movie was so good, like you didn't look away. You didn't like close your eyes. Like, it was so good. Okay. And then, so she's still in the station, right? She finds out all this stuff about her mom and her dad. And like, you know, she's still having all these illusions because John is like showing her like all of these things, you know, right? So then the police station ends up getting raided by the cult. So she's in there by herself, basically. Come to find out, the phone that she's been using to call for help, the line has been broken the whole time. So she's been talking to John the whole time, and he's been like pretending to be like the other police officers. But the whole time it was him just playing with her mind. And then, boom, Jessica kills herself at the end. So I'm assuming same thing that happened with John. The same thing that happened with her dad. Like, I feel like he might have been so overwhelmed with the cult that he just killed people and then killed himself. So that's kind of like what happened. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like it was so crazy, right? So then she felt overwhelmed. She ended up killing her mom because her mom ended up showing up. She kills her mom, and then boom, because like, you know, the illusions, like I was saying, like the plot twist illusions, she was like getting a lot of those. Then she like would use her gun and her weapons, and then accidentally, boom, it's not who she thought it was. And John was doing that to her the whole time. So she ends up killing herself at the end. And I thought it was very crazy. It was it was definitely like a wow, like why would she do that? But it was him like the whole time. Like, he would just had control of her. He was in there still. He was not dead. And like they made that known like in the movie, you know? So basically, rewind back to when the dad raided the cult and the cult leader. Apparently they got these girls, and I'm not sure if it was like 5 girls or not. But apparently he rescues 3 of them, and then they end up like, they kill these people like with the most goriest, in like the most goriest way ever. Just like slam their head into the floor like as much as they can until like their face looks disfigured and it doesn't look like a face or a head at all. It was so mangled. It was wild. And they killed, I don't know how many people, maybe like 2, and then the 3 other girls got away. So the whole time, like, you know, John's coming back from the dead, haunting the police station, they end up bringing those girls back and actually killing them, like in real life. So I thought that was crazy too. So like those girls ended up not getting away after all, you know? So I thought it was really crazy, that part. And that was like what he, like, you know, he raided them, and then he arrested them, and then they all got locked up, and then they all killed themselves by hanging themselves. And they show that part like a lot, like with bags over their head and then their hands behind their back, and then they're hanging. They show that a lot in the movie. It was really good. I definitely do not recommend seeing it if you guys, you know, don't like any cult-like, demon-like movies, because that was very, very dramatic, and they made that the point in the movie the entire time. Not only is there like, you know, the cult signs everywhere, it's like, it's so dramatically demon-like and cult. But if you do, I totally recommend watching this movie. It was so good. I loved it. Okay, guys, that's all for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this Malum review. I really loved the movie. I definitely recommend watching it. It's definitely out. Came out March 31st. So definitely go and watch that. It is very good. I loved it. But that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it.